Billy Beige here, and today I'm looking at the Biblical Adventures D13 Joe Fest exclusive, the blue Roman Centurion or Cobra Colors Roman Centurion. My friend Jordan of the Purple Gang Gang was able to pick this up for me at Joe Fest in June, and it just got to me because UPS is junk, but it's not anyone's fault except UPS's. But I'm excited to take a look at this. These were available at Joe Fest. They did not sell out of them, so they will be on the Biblical Adventures website or D13 Toys website later on. Just have where you follow my channel, subscribe, whatever it'll have, where I'll throw it up in there when it comes up, and then also go check out the Biblical Adventures Facebook group. Cullen's good about posting when all these exclusives go up on there, but they should also be at Joe Lanta in September, is what I'm hearing. So if you want to get a Biblical Adventures Convention exclusive, either little green Army Angel or a blue Roman Centurion that's in Cobra colors, you can check it out there. Now, one of the reasons I'm going to pop this open, because it's just kind of like, it's neat to have it all in the bag, but it is numbered. It is what it is. I got number 11. I want to know what the secret piece is in here, because there's a chase of these that has where it has a silver faceplate. So you can have, basically like a Cobra Trooper, or you can have a Cobra Commander in name only helmet. So in this little black bag, we're going to find out what it is, and then we'll go over the rest of the figure in a second. But like this is what I'm wondering here. So let's take a look. Will it be? Will it be? But you know what I got? I have a chrome Sharpie, so he can go from being the regular Roman Cobra Trooper to a Roman Cobra Commander. Very easy. But again, thank you, Jordan. Thanks, Chris at D13 Toys for making this stuff. This is fun exclusives. I like fun exclusives like this. This is what it's all about when it comes to toys. Fun stuff. Interesting things. But we'll take a look at the articulation, the accessories, and everything in a second. I'll get him all set up and kind of freed up and all that. So out of his little exclusive bag, heated up, and then I also swapped out his regular feet for the sandaled feet, because it just completes the look. The blue exclusive Centurion, Roman Centurion, has where he looks really awesome. I like this deco. It's fun. It's fun for anyone who has, whether a G.I.Joe fan, Cobra fan. It's neat. And for the price point, I think it was just $30. Yeah, it was $35, I believe. Make sure I'll throw it up here, because when someone picks you up an exclusive at a con, you do slip them a little bit extra, because you know what, they're helping you out, and they're you're taking up some of their time. So if you get someone to get you an exclusive for a con, take care of them. Get them lunch. Now, he was supposed to come with a sword. Mine was missing a sword. Thankfully, my friend Dirk from Dirk Designs, go check out dirkdesigns.com. They have a sale right now, and they have some awesome sculpts for Mythic Legions and things like that, and also heads from Dwarf Lord Customs. Go check them out. He had where he had an extra he's using for a custom. He's going to send me the sword, and heck, even the helmet with the silver face. So thanks, Dirk. You're awesome. Now, he does have a shield that comes with him, and I think that is also pretty dope. I like the simplistic black and blue design there. It would be neat to take this and do a little tampo, or just any kind of a little sticker or something like that, and have the Cobra logo on there. Because again, this is not a G.I.Joe figure, but it would be neat to just do that, just to kind of customize this further. He also comes with a couple other helmets and things like that. Let's see, I'm gonna pop this out the bag. I should probably pop these out of the bag to begin with, but such as me. He's got a little different styled helmet there. He comes with another head, which it's all in blue, so it doesn't really matter too much, but it's basically the same head that's under there, little Roman head, without, let me get this focused in there, without any facial hair. That one has the facial scruff underneath there, and a third helmet here because there's so many helmets. Come on, come out of the bag. Which is basically the same exact helmet, but without the face mask on there. So you can do a lot of things. He has some alternate hands and feet. Well, there's the feet that I changed off. If you're in the feet like that, no shame, no shame. He also has some hands. These are all like the standard biblical adventure hands. He has like, you know, like the praying hands, or like the karate chop to the neck hands. He's got some fists, and then he also has like the gesturing hands, and then he has his, you know, weapon holding hands right there. There's no is it lateral? Am I thinking right? Because yeah, no vertical hinges, just horizontal hinges, but it is what it is. I can't remember if the other biblical adventure figures have those other hands, or this is like what they stopped at. Because again, most of these are Jesus figures or demons that are holding spikes and stuff, but there are some Romans and things like that in the line. I think for $35, this is a lot of stuff for it. It's more than you get with like a G.I. Joe classified. And again, this is convention exclusive. This is just fun stuff. Now, let's take a look at the articulation on this guy. So the articulation on the, I almost called him Cobra Trooper, the exclusive blue Roman Centurion from Joe Fest, and available at Joe Lanta, hopefully. And then on the website at D13 Toys, has where he has a ball joint at the head, has a hinge in there so he can look up really far. He can look down quite a bit. He has a ball joint at the base of his neck, which has where he can kind of tilt back and forth, front and back more. That adds to that articulation there. He has his Centurion armor, which has where, unlike Mythic Legions, of like, which would be a hole in the back, these have where they're, you know, attached at the top right there. If you ever wanted to take this off, you just have where you lift up the arm and pull it out of the socket. It goes in and out. That's how it's made. That's how it's assembled. That's just how it goes. And then you just kind of lift this up and separate it. And the belt just has little pegs that you don't have to push in, but they kind of just like are just like perfectly sized just to go on there and hold it together. But getting to his shoulders, he has shoulder butterfly, so he can butterfly forward, butterfly back. He can go up so high because of like, you know, just that's just high as the shoulder goes, but then you can turn it and then you can just get it up even higher if you want to do that. Look at that. It's a little too high there, bud. Twist at the bicep. Double elbow. Hinge at the wrist. Twist at the wrist. And then underneath this Centurion armor, he has where he has a ball at the top here, which is hard to kind of show there, but there's a ball at the top there. There's a twist at the waist. You can go all the way around if you wanted to, so you can have his butt facing forward if that's what you're into. Again, no kink shame. No kink shame here. He has regular ball socket hips. So show some leg here. You've got regular ball socket hips, no drop down hips, but they have where they're sculpted just right to have a lot of range of motion for that. That's kind of like, you know, how it goes for like the biblical adventures buck. That's a tongue twister. His butt plate stops it from going back. Twist at the top of the leg there, and then he has double knees that go really far there. And then for his ankle, it has where it ankles forward, it ankles back, and then it has a rocker right there. There's no like lower twist here, so it's all right there. So just, you know, work it from there. I like this here. It has where I feel like this is enough articulation for this type of figure. He's not Spider-Man. He doesn't need to, like, you know, do too much, but I feel like he is very well articulated for what he is and, you know, how much he costs, and just like for this line that Chris has made here. I'm into it. I'm into it. Let's do some comparisons real quick after I put this helmet on him. Oh my. Oh my. Here's the, I'm just going to call it the Cobra Centurion. The Cobra Centurion with a Mythic Legion skeleton. Oh my god, he's so frickin' neon green long haul. Action Force Pandora, a kit bashed Mezco 112 figure Vulture Man from Owlman, and Toylanta exclusive, the Eraser, very purple edition. So, do I think you need to go out of your way to find this convention exclusive, whether it's on D13toys.com or at Joe Lanta in September? I think it's a fun convention exclusive. It's a fun tribute to Cobra, to G.I. Joe. And I like the idea of, like, hey, maybe you'll get the silver mask, maybe you won't. One thing I did forget to say, it does come with a stand like that. And if you have where you pick it up at the con, just make sure you got everything in the bag. That's the only thing I would say. But I think it's totally worth $35. Tell me what you think down in the comments below. Did you try to get this at Joe Fest? Were you aware this was Joe Fest? Because I think people didn't know it was there from what I've read online. And then also, check it out at Joe Lanta and then at d13toys.com when that sale does go up. I don't know when yet, but I'm sure I will post about it when it does. But leave your comments down below. If it's your first time here, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, guys.